What's up, guys? It's Swagger here, and with our Orange County Classic champion, Majid Khan. He won this pretty sick belt. You know, just let's get all that in there. What were you playing?
I was playing Prisma Diva Hero Beat.
Prisma Diva Hero Beats. And if I'm remembering correctly, you also went 7-0 in Swiss, not beaten by the first in Swiss curse. So you ended up 10-0 on the day.
Yeah.
10-0 on the day.
Yeah, undefeated all day with this deck. It really loves me and I really love it.
I agree. All right, let's get into the deck.
Cool. So let's see. You got Heroes, you got Stratos, you got Prisma, and you got two Oceans.
All right.
If you don't know, what you do with Prisma is you reveal this card, Terra Firma, and you just send the Ocean to the graveyard, and that just powers up your Miracle Fusion really early, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Miracle Fusion's the best card in the deck. And then Prisma's also good because it's a light, so you can use it with Honest.
With Honest, yeah.
I only run one though because it's easy to search, and then once you get the Oceans in the grave, the Prisma's not as good, so you don't need two.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then you got the 3 Alias.
Definitely.
And the one interesting thing you'll see is I don't run Gemini Spark, because I think that card's pretty inconsistent, and if you want to like go, if you want to go like X1 or XO, when you run a lot of inconsistent cards in your deck, it's hard to do that because you're just going to have games where you break
clunky
and lose to yourself. So I try to make it so my deck I never lose to my own deck. You got Divas, you got 3 Diva and 1 Gilman. Same logic, kind of. I don't run 2 Gilman just because I would think it would brick. And
yeah, definitely. How many times did you draw Gilman? Because I saw Gilman on your field by itself a lot today.
I drew him a lot, probably at least 7-8 games, if I had to say, across the day.
Like, just you opened with Gilman, or you drew
No,
Gilman?
I drew something during the game.
I was gonna say opening Gilman 8 times.
I don't think I opened Gilman 8 times. Probably opened him like at least 4 times or something. But yeah.
All right, okay.
You got 2 Cyber Dragons. I think Cyber Dragon's really good in the format right now because, at least in the LA area, you're seeing a lot of Lightsworn and a lot of GBs, and you're seeing a lot of like Machina decks. Cyber Dragon is really good into all 3 of those matchups. Like Cyber Dragon owns Machina and GBs, and then against Lightsworn, you just want to OTK him as fast as possible. So Cyber Dragon helps you do that.
That extra 2100 through.
And he works with Honest too.
We love that.
You got here,
Honest,
one of the best cards in the deck. Owns Black Wings. You got the 1 Thunder King.
That was a very good Thunder King. I did want to ask you, why not bottomless first? Was it because you wanted him to commit a gear frame and you knew like that normal summon's going to be a waste? Or
I had a set pulling the rug.
Yes.
With the Thunder King out, it's dead.
And bottomless.
Yep. I wanted the rug to get
value,
and I felt like if I tribute the Thunder King first, I was pretty sure he had something in hand that was dead against the Thunder King, which would make the rug live, and that would take up his normal summon. So that was my logic, was to try to like make sure all the cards I have on the field are doing something. The rug has to do something, the Thunder King has to do something, the bottomless has to do something.
Love that.
He has up in card advantage.
Yeah.
So you have to like make sure your cards do something there.
Yeah.
I
well said.
Really wanted him to use his normal summon on a gear frame or a debris, and it happened. Yeah. Thunder King is one of my favorite cards. It's my favorite card. And one thing I did is I love this card, and I never sided it out even in bad matchups. That's the reason I think I won.
Yeah, you have to make sure your cards love you, because like some people just don't draw Gores because they don't understand. You got to make them love you.
Yeah, speaking of Gores,
Speaking of Gores, did you draw that in opportune time?
I drew him a lot, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Love your cards. But
Gores obviously OP, and then in this deck he just helps with OTKs. And then you got 1 Snowman Eater. I just have it in here because it's good against Black Wings and it's another water, but I might cut it. He hasn't been... I only played 1 or 2 Black Wings today, and against other... I also like it against Frogs because it can answer like a Dupe Frog if they're just stalling with that. I feel like there's something better I could put in the deck, so I'd probably cut this.
Okay. Alright. Into the spells.
Spells, you got...
Future Fusion,
Standard,
3 Miracle, absolutely.
You got... 2 equals.
3 more monsters.
Yeah, you don't need 3 of these, and I thought about cutting this to 1, but it's just opening Stratos or Prisma early is just so good that you need to make sure it's consistent. And what I like to do a lot of the time is if I just draw extras of these, I just set it as a bluff and play with your opponent's head. Make them think you have a real trap and make them waste an MST or like a heavy on an E-call.
Why not 3 E-call and 1 Rhoda?
Why not 3 E-call? Well,
you don't play a warrior other than an elemental hero. These come secret, and you can.
I'm really bad with rarities. You'll see my deck. Like some cards are like amazing
the
rarity.
mismatch, yeah, I saw.
Yeah, and some are.
Then the
horrible
ulti
rarities.
Ryo comes out of nowhere from the top row.
My friends hate me for that, but
It's fire.
I'm not big on the rarity stuff.
We do not hate you.
And then just got these 3 staples.
Absolute
broken
staples.
cards.
Yes.
Hard to lose.
I mean, because were you able to find yourself converting the brain control with like Diva often, or was it like mostly for like just getting damage, or?
Both. I would say it's half the games I drew brain control, I was able to use it with Diva. Or half the games this deck's able to do like 3,700, 3,900, like by turn 2, just by going Stratos, beat monster. Then brain control can finish them off later in the game.
Cool. Gotcha. All right, and then that's it for spells. Go to the traps.
Traps, you got 3D Prison. These are really clutch
card.
against all the decks. Yeah. I might cut it to 2 and try 3 Compulse, which you'll see, but never really sad to see D Prison.
Yeah.
2 bottomless.
Makes sense.
Got 2 traps done.
2 Trapstone. Trapstone ended up being clutch in the finals.
Yeah.
We saw that. That was fire.
Yeah, Trapstone saved I think it was my Thunder King or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, Trapstone just
Yeah,
really
saved
good.
Thunder King from getting deprisoned.
Yeah. And then Trapstone in this deck especially, you can do so many OTK plays with Hero plus Diva plus Miracle Fusion, and Trapstone just helps you guarantee you can do that. And then now that Spiritual Water Art's like a little bit more common too, I like having it for that.
Double Compulse.
Double Compulse, but I might go 3 just because it's really good against Vayu, and then like, a lot of the time you can just play a Compulse during your turn on there, like 1 monster and then OTK them.
And kill them, yeah.
That'd be-
Especially like with all these passive decks setting a monster. It's like, okay, now when I compulse, like, are you gonna really just set it again next turn and lose this crazy tempo, or are you gonna be forced into a different play that you didn't want to do?
Like you saw in my top 4 match, like, or not that you saw it, but
No,
literally-
I did see that.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah, I
Like,
did see that.
You saw literally game 2 and 3. My way of winning was just against a Vayu Turbo deck was make a Brio with the Gilman.
Yeah, bounce
a
their set monsters.
I'm like, he has like a +4 on me, but it doesn't matter because they're all cards that are
Need
normal
to
summons.
be set, yeah.
Yeah, need to be set. So Compulse kind of like that, but just random fact. And then got these.
Yeah, more broken cards.
Yeah, this card loves me, and then Judgment I love a lot. I
No
feel like-
torrential,
yeah, no torrential. I don't like.
because you always have your game plan is to always have a monster on board, and you don't want to neg.
Pretty much. You don't usually have a monster on the board. Absolute Zero does what Torrential does. And I just like the fact that these traps are a little bit more flexible, versatile. They don't kill your own monster. I know Torrential can help you like get back in the game, but it's not for me.
I agree. Yeah, Zero does what it does, but in a more proactive way.
Yeah, like imagine if you have an Absolute Zero out and you have a Torrential set and they like drop a big monster. It's like, Torrentialing there isn't good. That's not the best example. But yeah.
I understand. Right. All right, let's get into the side.
Got 2 rugs. This was
2
the
rugs. And
MVP card.
yeah, I saw you draw these all day.
Yeah.
These are fire.
Maybe I do need higher rarity cards than if I want to see them more often. That's why I'm drawing these rugs. 2 Kaiku. He was also OP in one of my games. I think he won me game 2 and 3. Really good against
Fire.
White Sworn, Vayu, here, Monarch decks.
Yeah.
2 Cross Out. I would say this deck's weakest matchup against, not even weak, but just like the deck that gives it the most trouble is Vayu Turbo. So I side a lot for Vayu Turbo just because, Raikou and Hamster. Hamster gives this deck problems because a lot of the time, like, you'll summon a Stratos, attack into it, and then they'll get a +2. And then it sucks if you, like, make an Absolute Zero and then they just kill it with a Raikou. You don't really feel happy. So if you're able to cross out their Raikou or Hamster, you're in a really, really good spot the rest of the game. Got 2 Dyna. So many
Fire.
decks.
Fire. That gold rare looks. It must
Yeah.
have been really good.
I know. I wonder
Right?
how I got this. You gotta remind me to give it back to you.
Dude, it's fine.
2
You
trap
got
hole.
it. 2 trap holes.
I just tried this out today. See how it is against Black Wings. I only played 1 Black Wing, so I didn't side it in that much.
I
so.
saw it come in against GBs.
Yeah,
I
I
saw you
brought it-
play it against GBs.
Yeah, I played against a GB deck and brought it in going first. It threw it mid game and it sucked, but I still think against decks like GBs, Black Wings, you just want to 1-for-1 the game, and then cards that you draw like Miracle Fusion are usually better than cards that they top deck, like a late game Bora or a late game Clue, stuff
Right.
like that. So if you can simplify the game state against a lot of the top decks, Black Wings, GBs, etc., I think your top decks are better than theirs. Two Dust Tornado for Black Wings and a bunch of other decks. Consecrateds for Black Wings.
Fire. Yeah.
And then a random needle sealing. This is just for like those burst OTK decks like Gigavice, like Dragons. Against Frog decks, I like it going second if they like try to dupe block you. You can make the dupe Frogs miss timing if you like play something chain needle sealing.
Yeah, so you would say this this is significantly better for your deck than Torrential because of the chain blocking?
Because it can make dupe Frogs miss timing. Yeah, and it's just because like against your decks, for example, like you go turn 1 and you like summon everything turn 1. Torrential doesn't do anything there. The needle sealing, you can play it proactively. Same thing against Dragons. Gotcha. I might cut this. I don't really slide it in that much. I don't play against too many OTK decks, but I like it.
All right. I mean, did you bring that in versus me?
I think I did. Yeah. I don't think I drew it.
Yeah. It didn't get activated, but that would have been fire, like mid combo, just going.
Yeah. I remember if I had that cut. Yeah. Like I played you. You started off with 5 monsters, like, and it was just so much.
Yeah. It's all good.
You got 3 absolute 0.
3-0, definitely.
Got the 1 terraformer.
1 terraformer.
Just I only do 1 chimera attack just because I want to keep the extra deck room for all the synchros. And then even though you have 2 cyber dragons, but I've never run into a situation yet where I needed a second chimera attack.
No Gaia.
No Gaia.
I saw you reading it, and people were like, "You play that card?" And I was like, "I don't think he plays Gaia actually, because he doesn't. The only Earth is in his side deck, and like, are you going to commit us? Like, you play real tuners. Like, I feel like you need your extra deck space. So
exactly. I would say like most of the tuners in here, I made them at least once throughout the day.
Synchros,
so, yeah. So it's synchro. Sorry, yeah. So I don't think you need Gaia personally. You got the Mistworm. He comes out every now and then if you do like Alias plus or 4-star plus Diva plus Gilman.
Mm-hmm.
Got these that you can just make directly with the Diva.
I saw that most of the time you ended up opting for just Brio Gilman as opposed to Mistworm.
Yeah, Brio Gilman just does 4,400 damage,
Yeah,
and then if
so
your opponent
much.
can't answer it, you win the next turn, right? And a lot of the time, if you're down in card advantage, that's just how you.
And
have to win the
if
game.
they're setting cards, you're like, okay, yeah, try it.
Yeah, Brio just puts people in a really weird spot. It's like
Brio 2700 Brio is like cool too.
Well, I won my top 4, and I won so many times where if you have a Brio and a Gilman, they forget Brio's 27. I'd someone summon a Gale, half it, attack it, and then the Gale just died. And then I had at the last tournament I played in, I had someone keep a Gores in defense, thinking the Gores would live against the Brio, but then I just attacked the Gores in defense with 2,700.
Dude, somebody forgetting about the Brio pump and then attacking into it with a weaker monster, that's gotta feel pretty good.
The funny part is the round 1 I got a feature match, and that happened again, but I forgot too, because either way I had game, but I had a Gilman, a Brio. He tributed for that 2,600 hero that you play in Hero Frogs, the evil hero something.
Malicious Edge?
Malicious Edge, yeah. Then he attacks this, and I just have a Compulse, and I do it because I have game next turn. And I'm like, wait, I don't need to Compulse.
You're like, my guy's bigger than yours anyways.
Yeah.
That's fine. You're just stunning on him. All right, so we got Brio, Goyo.
And then I have another Goyo, obviously.
Flambeau.
I have a Flambeau just because I feel like this deck can make 6-star synchros a lot. You know, with Diva, if you have 2 4-stars, you can go into 2 6-stars. And a lot of the time, if you just need like a 6-star to go into an 8-star, you don't want to waste these. So
that makes sense. Did you bring this out like against at all today? Because I feel like in the finals you played against a deck that plays Dandelion and Scapegoat, right?
Yeah.
So
I didn't bring this out today, but there are situations where I've seen it. I think you could debate between whether you have this or you have 2 Chimera attacks, but I think I rarely see 2 Chimera attacks come up. You got the 1 Black Rose, and then you got the typical 8-stars Colossal Thought Ruler Stardust. I think these cards are like best rarity I have in my whole collection. They're like 20 years old, so no surprise.
Fire.
And then you got this token.
Duel's Kingdom token.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations. Anybody you want to shout out and talk about?
Shout out to Pizza. Shout out to you.
Shout out Pizza. Shout out you.
Homie group. Shout out to the entire Edison community. Shout out to all my friends in Lancaster who I grew up playing Yu-Gi-Oh with. Shout out to my wife. And shout out to everyone who just hosts all these great tourneys. Really brings the community together. Pretty sure all of us were like played this back in the day, then we became adults and took a break and then forgot how fun it was to play it, and these tournaments bring that back to us. So wouldn't have that without the people who run these, so thank you.
Yeah, we love to see that. I appreciate everybody, especially making this happen right here. This is
I gotta
cool.
figure out if I'm gonna hang it or what I'm gonna do with it, but
I mean, I don't like. I'm sure you could just wear it. You should wear it for like the rest of the day. You should wear it around.
It might be hard to drive while wearing it, but I'll give it a try.
I believe in it. All right, congratulations, Majid. Really hope to see you do well in Vegas as well.
Definitely be out there.
Yeah, we're gonna be out there. It's ours. It's ours. All right, man.
All right, thanks, Swagger.
No problem. See ya.